Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everyone doing? I'm running a little late. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's see. Scott's here. Hey, Scott, good to see you. Chris, how are you doing? Johnny, how are you? Who else is here? Joe's here. How you doing, Joe? Tommy J. And who else? Did I catch everybody? I think I did. Oh, Gorgeous is here. How you doing? I think I caught everybody. Cool. So quite eventful time. I don't know. I put out the video. Cool that some people are watching it. That's awesome. It is. I got a couple. I haven't answered, I don't think, any of the comments yet, but pretty much a couple of people said, I think the backyard's full, or the basic gist of that. Yeah, I think so. The solar is up and running. Let's see. I don't know if I know. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Glad you could come by and join us. Let's see what the solar. I have this little app on my phone. I've got my phone plugged in because the battery's dead. Anyway, that's it. And it shows the where the power is coming from, where it's going to, and that kind of crud. And the panels are on this side of the house. The sun's coming up from over here. That secondary one that we're going to probably start Saturday or Monday or something like that is going to actually be on the carport in the front of the house. So I should get extra stuff. So now I really don't get a bunch of wattage from the panels until 9 o'clock, something like that. Let's see what it's something's, there it goes. And 500 watts or something. So I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Anything for free to me is cool. And I didn't look. Did you say where you were? I know that you've been gone, Scott. So I'm not going to. Yeah, I'll have to read back, Scott. I must have missed supplications out. I don't know, what did I miss? Grandpa duty, searching for a new job. That could be a bummer. I'm glad I don't have to do that shit anymore. Kind of sucks, but I feel for you. So coffee's good. The backyard's cool. Pond's almost done. We're gonna put that same metal, expanded metal with the kind of the jungle theme around the top of the knockdown house. I call it a knockdown house. I don't think it really is. Prefabbed house. I don't know. I'll call it something. And thanks, Chris. Ricky Sim, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Andy, I was just looking at you on Facebook earlier. There's Andy. Hadn't seen you in a while. And is Grace here? I didn't see him. There he is. Hello, Dave. Hello, everyone. Just checking in to say hello. It's almost time. to watch the U.S. versus Mexico. What are they in? What? As you can tell, I follow all sorts of crap. I don't follow anything since I came here. No football, no baseball, no basketball, no nothing. NASCAR even, and I was a fanatic. I didn't miss a race for years and years and years. But I watched Logan's. If you guys aren't subscribed to Going Grays, by all means, please do. He's got a new bike, and he put some kind of a kit on it, right? And he said, and it ran. Hold on a second. It ran a lot better. I enjoyed the video too, by the way, Logan. I don't know if did I comment? I think I did. I tried to anyway, even if I just say hello. But it was a good video. And I don't think the pipe's too loud. Of course, I'm a loud pipe guy. There was even something I saw on YouTube or something about somebody saying, "Oh, that's a bunch of bullshit. That loud pipes save lives." Bullshit. You didn't grow up in the 70s like I did, outside of Los Angeles. Numerous times did it save my life. Just easy to grab the clutch and hit the throttle. And boy, it just pushed them back, kept them from coming into me and pushing me right off the road. So can't remember who said it. I would say who they were if I could remember, but I'm old. I don't know. I didn't think it was that loud. But it's a lot different when you're picking up sound off of a camera or a phone or whatever. You can't really tell. But I ran straight pipes on my bikes back in the day. But I'm still trying to find a. God, I'm way behind. I'm currently in Tonkin. Okay. God, I'm behind. All right. Trying to find a pipe and stuff for the CT. I'd like to do something on the. My biggest thing and where I start on everything ever since I was a kid is improving, getting air and fuel into the motor and out without too much back pressure and restriction. And I'd like to do that on the CT and the Himalaya before I do anything else. I don't think I'm going to. The CT maybe a big bore kit on there, but I don't see it. I see, or I'm feeling plenty of power in the Himalaya. Is it a dog? Yeah, definitely. But it's an enjoyable dog to ride. I would highly recommend it for a new rider for sure, or an old guy like me. Hey, Nikki, glad you could make it. Wake up. I know Nikki's just like, I don't know how she does. It's like 2:00 in the morning in the UK, but glad you could stop by and say hi, Nick. So the backyard's almost done. I actually went in the pool yesterday. I didn't take any video of that. I didn't want to have to subject you people to seeing me swimming around in the pool. But it was quite nice. They finished that. Well, I still have to put one more tank, but the pump is down in the well, pumping to the top tank, which there'll be 2 up there. The 17th is when? Tomorrow? Oh, and just to let everybody know, so you can say happy birthday to my wife. It's her birthday today, so happy birthday, baby. Although I did sing her happy birthday this morning before she left. But we're gonna go. What are we gonna go? Just so you know, what did I get her? I haven't got her anything yet. She knows what she's getting. She wants to go eat at some seafood, of course, and I'm getting her. What is it? The Apple phone thing she's been wanting for ever since I met her. So she's getting a. It's not. What is it? No, it's not an Apple. I don't know. The thing they put in a phone, watch, Apple Watch. There we go. Yeah. You guys think it's funny getting old? It sucks. Hey, Andrew. Glad you could drop by. So I think that the cousin's coming. The solar guy pretty much finished. He was the one doing the solar, of course. He's the one that did my camera system. He's the one that did all the electrical. He's the one that did some of the water stuff. He's the one that built that rack for the 2,000, the extra 2,000 liter water. He's the one that put the pump in the ground. He pretty much finished up all his little jobs, and one of them was bringing in brand new mains from the street and going to the solar. And anyway, the guy I would suggest, I don't know, Bobby, I think he was thinking about getting solar and stuff. So I'm sure before, he's not going to get it done before he leaves, but when he gets back, I'll hook him up with this guy to give him a price. I highly recommend it. Look what Apple did that. Yeah, Adam and Eve. Yeah, for sure. How you doing, Johnny? Um, hey Jay, how's it going? So yeah, so I don't know. It's pretty much done. I still have to get inside and do what I'm calling, I think in the video, the build out of the inside, which I'm going to put a desk. I don't know whether I'm going to face it towards the wall and then get one of those green screens that just, you pull down and then fold, or they come out of the ceiling or whatever, or turn my desk around and then just put the wall behind me. I'm kind of used to having a wall right here, so I might get a bigger monitor and just go up against the wall because it takes up less room, I think, that way. Because I still got the iRacing cockpit and television. I'd like to have a comfortable recliner in there, and then a couch that folds out into a bed. I think is going to be the easiest way to go instead of having one up against the wall. And then I'm going to have two or three racks on the wall, one to hold all the medicines and stuff for the koi, one for all the YouTube stuff, and one for just regular crap in there. And I'll try not to get the place, too cluttered. It's going to get cluttered quick. 3 meters by 4 meters sounded big to me before it got here, but it's plenty better than this little corner of the bedroom I'm in. Chris, are you still retiring? I'm just a question. I think Chris is like Mark. Mark actually did retire, got married, and then went back to work. So Chris hasn't. I don't think he's actually. Have you won? You haven't 100% retired. I don't think. But I am looking forward to meeting you, by the way. Hopefully soon. And I'm thinking about going. Well, we've got to go to Bangkok. The trailer is supposed to be done. Actually, the battery, I texted the guy yesterday, and the extra battery that I ordered for the solar there is in, running, ready to go. So the only thing they're waiting on is all the paperwork. It's in my wife's name and the registration and all that, the license plate, I guess. And he said that should be in the end of this month. Ford is telling me that putting the hitch on and all that is no problem. Pulling stuff and everything is no problem, and this is Ford of Thailand. And I got a Douglas also check for me. They're going to test drive, I think on the 27th, a bunch of Fords up by where they're at. His wife is then going to pick what she wants. I guess it's for her. And he's been checking into it for me too. Where the problem on the warranty lies is in the wiring. So once I wire up the 13-pin big-ass connector for it, if something was to happen and they could actually say, well, it's because you cut into the wires here, or you did this and that, and that's why, this shorted, or this did this, or this did that, it could void my my warranty to a certain extent, at least on the electrical stuff. But I mean, I bought the truck to pull the trailer, so it's not like it's a freaking truck. Hey, big guy, how you doing? I don't know. So that's what they told me, and that's the same thing that they told Douglas too. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's probably what it is. Because like I said, I can turn a knob to pulling, trailer pulling, and up on my front screen, it comes up with a 3D floating picture of the truck pulling a trailer. So it's like, how can you say it's it'll void it by putting a ball on the back of it? So anyway, that's not the problem. It's the cutting into the electrical. So what I think I'm going to end up doing is I could have the bolt-on put on pretty much anywhere. I think it's already out for the Storm Track. I'm sure that there was very little modification from, all the other vehicles, the Wildtrak and all the Fords last year model. So anyway, what he said is he wires them himself, and 2,500 baht. That includes the plug and the wiring and everything. And right next to him is the what is it? The place to put on the actual bolt-on hitch on the back, and that's 5,000 baht. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is we're supposed to be bringing the Suzuki to the kids, their car in Bangkok. So what I think I'm going to do is ride there and drive there. We'll take the car. I'll drop the truck off. It should take 1 day to get both of them done, and we'll spend the night there. Drop the car off, go get the truck, and come back. If the trailer's ready, we'll pull the trailer. If it's not, he'll as per plan, he'll bring it to us. Dave just added a quick connect and unplugged it. Same thing with my fuel program. I'll just remove it before services. Yeah, I thought about that too, Logan, when I saw you doing it. It's cool. It's a plug and play. I don't know. I'm going to talk to him about it when he does it. Like, is this something I can just, that they cannot tell? I mean, they have to have connectors in there because they, in the States, they sell the trucks with tow packages. So they have to have, I would really find it, how do I want to say this? It would really amaze me if there isn't connectors there ready to accept a tow package and wiring, everything. I would really be amazed if Ford didn't do that. But we'll find out. Let's see. How many cups of coffee have you had? This is my second cup. Why am I rambling faster than normal? Let's see. I don't know. It's work in progress. A few changes I'm planning for these days. It's more fun than the sun. Well, I'm sure I'll meet up with you sooner or later. Hey, if you would please subscribe if you're into any kind of fishing, hunting, good family stuff, kids, family. I'm a family type. I like watching the family stuff. Great channel. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hey, Robert, how's it going? How's the leg? I'm hoping it's better. Everybody's saying hi. Irma, how are you? Am I pronouncing it right? Is it Irma? I think I asked you that last time, and you probably answered me, and I never caught it in the in the chat. So I'm going to try to keep an eye out. See if you do put it in there. So basically, a complete another 6.2 or 6.5 kW system is going to go in the next week. Hopefully, we're going to finish. The wall's pretty much finished now. We got some solar lights that we're going to put in between at the posts all the way around, I think. We got to paint the wall. I think he's going to do today, put that across the top of the knockdown building, that same metal that's on the top of the fence. The electrical's already inside the deal. The air conditioning will go in tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Today's Friday. I'm lost. I think tomorrow's Saturday. Anyway, the air conditioning will go in tomorrow. And like I said, I'll do a separate video on getting the desk, putting the desk in, where the TV is going to go, where the chair is going to go, blah, 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 and do a little video on that. But that is pretty much ends the build out here. Now that I forget, I don't know if I can, let me see. Stay tuned. Here we go. Stay tuned. Leaving from Missouri Sunday morning via Arizona for 2 days. So if Robert's moving around, he must be feeling better. But I have pictures. They took we're into the phase 2 is what I'm considering in Ubon. And if I told you guys, I don't know, I already paid I haven't paid yet. We've already agreed on the labor to complete the thing turnkey. I walk in, tile, kitchen counter, everything, bathrooms, everything in there done. And then I just pay for all the material, which has been the way that it's been. But I had to pay 17,000. I had to pay $350 a truck for dirt. We came 50 trucks light on because he knew he was going to have to fill in those 2-foot walls that connect all those beams or those uprights. And he was a little short. So he had extra brought in that came from his land because we only paid $200 a truck. So $350, I think, is still a good price. I think it's pretty much the going rate. But I'm trying to. I know that I moved a bunch of pictures, but I don't know. Let me see if I can at least find a couple of them so you can sort of see what's happening. Let me go to that and see if I can find it. Hold on one second. Let's see. But so anyway, it's all filled. They already got the 50 trucks, and I don't know if you can see this way. Let me see. I'll try to bring it up and see what happens. Present, share screen. Let's see if this works. Facebook. Stream customization. No. Okay, so I have to bring it into this program. So let me go here. Let's see. What would it be? Video clips? No. Background? That might work. Let's see if I can add one. No, that's not it. Okay, here it is. Layover. Okay. So let me see to that. Which one's that one? Okay. Let's see if that. So now you can see in the very front of that picture, the wall there. Basically, this is all level now. Let me see if I can find another one. I'm guessing here. So this one, that's a good one. So that's basically it. So that's all level. Now what they'll do is he's going to water that down and compact that for 5 days. And once the compacting's done in 5 days, they'll form it up, put in the plumbing, whatever electrical is going to go in the slab, and pour the slab. So within a week, should have a slab. It looks huge, doesn't it? It's going to be big. Like I said before, way bigger than I needed. But now with that, let's see. But so that'll be going on. Then once, of course, they get that in, then they'll start doing all the block work and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, thank you, Joe. Yeah, we're at like, I think we've been growing. It's like weird. I don't know. Not fast. I mean, I think we're at, I can tell you right now. Let's see. Dashboard. 2017. So yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. How come there are so many people with blue badges? Most of the people have been around for a long time, and they become moderators, and they can remove comments if somebody comes in and says stuff and stuff like that. If you have a wrench, you're a moderator, and you can block people, because there are trolls. But we've been pretty lucky. We haven't gotten a bunch of them. Now that I said that, we'll probably get bombarded. Hey, Maui, how you doing? If you guys aren't subscribed, Maui's doing good walking, talking live streams on the beach in Hua Hin. So by all means, please subscribe if you're not subscribed. And as usual, Scott's putting up all the stuff. Good to see you, Scott. I hope everything works out with you with work-wise. Hope you find something. And I know Richard's still doing too. But so many. Yeah, I know. I know it just kind of creeped up, but I'm not going to take them away and then put them up, so I just leave them. It helps. They're all good people, so uh, it's good for me. My moderators are awesome. Um, and did you answer me? Is it Irma? Did I miss it? Yeah. Hey Marley, how you doing? Must have came in and just said hello. Question. Oh, I see. I missed a question. I went back. What do you do about all the mosquitoes in rural town? I around here they're not bad, and you'd think that I would have a lot of them because I have the pond. Although most of the water is moving, but the next door is the land isn't raised and it becomes a mud hole. But you'd think that it would be worse. It's not. Either they're leaving me alone or I haven't. I go outside. I haven't gotten bit in I don't know how long have I had a mosquito bite. Um, so I don't know. All right, cool. I'm glad that I got it right, Irma. So yeah, so no, I haven't, Gorgeous. I it's been I don't know. The bugs haven't been bad here. We've been getting these little flying bugs like by the thousands. And what's awesome about that is I turn the light out outside, turn the bedroom here, and look out my back, and they cover the top of the water, and the koi absolutely go ape. They just eat them, eat them, eat them, and they've been coming. I guess it started maybe a couple of weeks ago, and I think it's certain times of the year, if I remember right, that they come on and off. Like in 2 weeks, they've been like two or three times, but I'm talking a lot of them. They're just caked. It's thick out there. But the koi, I don't know. They've been eating them for a year now, and haven't had any problems. So I guess they're all right. Everybody's saying hi to Maui. Maui's saying hi to everybody else, which is what we like to see, or what I like to see. Chris, I think, is from what's the other one they go back and forth on? He's an Aussie, but what's the other one that they don't? I still haven't quite got that where the Aussies and what's the New Zealand, New Zealand. The only thing I think I like more about New Zealand is it New Zealand that doesn't have any poisonous snakes? I think it's New Zealand. So I think that's why it's top on my list. I have absolutely no idea. I don't think I've even met anybody from New Zealand. One of the guys that I watch that does solo camping with his dogs, uh, he's in New Zealand. Kind of a bummer. He lost his dog that he had for a long time. Pretty devastating. These animals, man, you get attached now. At least I do in my older age too. When I was younger, I didn't care about anything. Didn't matter. Live, dead, and didn't make a difference. And now, boy, I mean, like I said, my whole life has changed in my older age. Run over a squirrel, I get a tear in my eye. I think I used to aim for him when I was younger. Horrible thing to say, but it's true, and I pretty much tell like it is. Yeah, I don't know. I know there's a thing that goes back and forth, but I think most of the time it's just banter and Middle Earth in New Zealand. Uh, and the youngest is going to Korea on I think it's the 8th of next month with the school to sing the singing class from the private school. Um, so she's all excited, but it's pretty reasonable there. I got to give her dough to have money for the day. They supply 2 meals, I think, and so I don't know. I told my wife we'll give her like I don't know, but I was going to ask you. It's cheap, right? It's like being here, so I'd give her like 500 baht or 1,000 baht a day. Let her go crazy and have fun. But yeah, she's really excited. She's been excited about it. They're having a little problem with the kids having enough money to go. We pay for the last like 4 or 5 months, we paid 4,000 baht a month, so that this will be the last time that we pay, I think. And but I guess some of the parents can't afford it and stuff like that, so they do have a thing. So I've got to think about where to put the money. I haven't donated to them, so I'm going to donate to them, I think, because a lot of the kids are her friends and stuff like that, and most of them are just short, not like completely zero baht, that they put towards it. They just need a little help, so might as well, right? Or it's up to my wife. So she's the one that's been saying she wants to do it. So is Andy leaving? All right, Andy, take it easy. Still got to meet up with Andy. We've been rapping back and forth for years now, and he's been here 3 times, I think. And I got to get out of here. Once I get on the road and stuff and out and around, out and about, it'll be easier for me to meet up with people. Is this mostly a man channel? Girls raised. A lot of Filipina gals that kind of bounce in and out their genre. Probably 5 or 6 of them that I know of off the top of my head. Yads, Verna. There's quite a few, and of course Nanette. They're not here right now, but quite a few actually. I had to go into the analytics because when the channel first started, it was like 1% female, and now I think it's like 20% or something. I'll have to go and I'll have to look at. There's one right there. Hey Timmy, how you doing? If you guys aren't subscribed, there you go. Thumbs up. Thanks. Yeah, no, you're more than welcome to. I'm glad. I'm like I said, but this one here she was my best friend, man. I told her everything. I didn't hold anything back from her, and had a lot of talks. That was the biggest thing I think I missed once she passed away, was a female point of view on anything. I kind of missed that the most. Well, besides hearing her talk and bitch, even though she bitched and moaned, she was mine. So, but God bless her, rest in peace. And yeah, so quite a few here actually. How long have you had your channel? I didn't know. Do you have a channel? How come I'm not subscribed? Let me go to my phone here. Let's see where we are on the. Oh, we jumped up to almost 1,500 watts now. The house right now. I'm pulling 2,142 watts. The battery's at 100%, and where are we getting? We're charging the battery and we're putting it towards the house. Actually, let me see, and then I'll go look. Yeah. So what was I? Oh, I was going to go to my YouTube. And let me go to. I don't know. Go to channel. You have 3 subscribers, no videos, but I'm going to subscribe anyway. And I am now subscribed. How long have you had your channel? Oh, you just joined February of this year. Very cool. Let me get back onto the live stream. There we go. All right, I'm back. So you should do videos. See, Robert, likes it. John Poe is a friend. Oh, cool. Yes. Good man, for sure. And do what? Where are you at, Irma? Are you in Lancaster? Is that was what we were talking about before? I think. I'm out of ice. Bummer. There's another. Good morning. See, now they're all popping up, Irma. They're going to come and say hi to Irma. And if you guys aren't subscribed, Joex, please do. Yes, okay. That's amazing I can remember that. I am old. That's one good thing about being old. I just forgetful. But hopefully I won't get bad. My aunt had Alzheimer's and it's nasty stuff. Uh, Joy, everybody saying hi. Joy. There you go. There's quite a few. Like I said, I'll have to go. Let me see if I can look in the analytics. Let's see. I'm not real familiar with all the how to audience. Okay. Let's see when they're on. Not subscribe, subscribe. Well, that's pretty good. With the people that watch, 72% are subscribed. Not subscribed, 27. Age and gender. It's pretty heavy male. 90% male. 9, almost 9% female. So, and the age is 4% 18 to 24, 10% 24 to 34. 13% 35 to 44, 21% 45 to 54, and the big one 42% 55 to 64, and 9% 65 years old. So I don't know. It's pretty good. I was surprised on the younger. To be honest with you, there's some people that are watching, and hopefully they get some, even if they're not. I would hope that they subscribe, but hopefully they get something out of it. I mean, I didn't listen and learn from my elders like I wish I would have, because you always thought you knew more than anybody, right? Oh, I know more than that person. Why am I listening to you? Even though they've lived everything you could possibly think of. I try to tell my son that anything that you think that you want to do or you're thinking about doing, I've done. So just ask me and I'll help you with a little bit of grief in your life. But the hopefully if they're watching, they get a little bit out of it. Now, on retirement, on Thailand especially. I mean, even if you're 35, 40 years old, hopefully you're within 15 years of retirement. Hopefully earlier. Hopefully you're lucky like me and retire at 50. And I think 50 is a perfect age. I know that everybody thinks 65 is, at least the governments and businesses that want to. That's when you get your retirement. But I don't know the age. If you die at 72, I don't know what the male. Somebody can run that up if they want to. But even if it's 75, so what, you get 10 years? You work from I work from when I was 14 years old until you're 65 years old to woohoo. You got 8-10 years. No, they're not wrong. They had it right before. 55 is, as far as I'm concerned, the that's acceptable to me. And they pulled that out from underneath me. It was 55, and then I don't know what Obama or somebody said, you don't have enough money in your retirement accounts and blah blah blah. And of course, it was a union deal, the last one, and I said, "Oh, okay. Well, we're going to make it 65, but don't you worry. We're going to bring back 55 as soon as we can." And that was 20 years ago, so that'll never happen. But 55 was a good number. Logan's got it down right. James, who was in the military and retired way early, I think that's the way to go. If you're to make a living and as a lifer for everything they give you, I think it's a great deal. Like I said, the way that I feel. If you watch this channel about the military, they don't get 1/10 of what they should get. And I'm talking about anybody that served. Um, if we didn't waste the money on people sneaking across the border into our country and giving them, sending them through college and medical and give them everything. And like I said, I have nothing against, people just come here legally, come across the border legally. Hey, give them a social security number and off you go. But we spend a crap load of money on that, and mostly out of the states, California, anybody that's bordered, Texas, anybody that's bordering with where they're coming across. So I don't know. That money I think we could go to better use. And where do I think it should go to is the servicemen. Um, but anyway, I'll lose 5, 6 subscribers just on that. It says the Craig what? The Craig 77 Uncle Craig goes. How you doing? I didn't. Is Craig here? Hey, Dowlow, how are you? Did I miss Craig? I don't know if I know you, but welcome. Glad you could come by. Appreciate it. There you are. What's up, my people? Good morning. From the Thai farm. And we. I noticed that in your last couple of videos, you went from the Banyak or whatever it's called. Is that the farm to the farm? What was the reasoning behind that change? I'm glad. I'll lose some people, but the people that know me and watch it, I try to be as honest as possible. I'm not too concerned about how many subscribers I have. I like to meet people is the reason I like subscribers to meet more people. That's all. But we'll see. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? Question. For the group, how much money do you need comfortably retire? I think that I in Thailand, okay, comfortably retire in the United States, you need a crap load of money. But I think the United States, because I think you're from Australia, right? Is that 1,800, that right around $2,000 that they give most of the people that on Social Security. I think that's a doable deal here in Thailand. Like I said, it'd be nice if you had a house and you could put, $500,000, $1 million and sell the house and have a good backup deal and all that. But push comes to shove, you can live. I did a video on it. Probably wasn't a very good one. No one probably watched it, but it was can you live on the 1,800? And I even put in some perks in there. I backed those out like traveling and stuff, and you could do it on 1,500. So what I like. The number I like is $2,500 US dollars, and I don't know how that works out to Aussie. Hey, Mark, how you doing? I didn't see you. You can't afford it, but I don't know. What does other people think? I think the 2,500 is a good figure. Around $2,000 is fine. I think you can do it here in Thailand. Not I don't know about any other place. No, I just say the farm sometimes because people don't know about it means. Okay, I kind of figured that, but saying hi. Let's see. It can only count if you know how long you're going to live in this material world. Yeah, immortal world. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I did a breakdown on there, and I went from having insurance, which you have to have, man. Like if you know my story, I was in the process of getting it and had that pneumonia, and it cost me 1,000,000 baht. So you have to have insurance. But I had everything: insurance, small market goods, potato chips, munchies, toothpaste, everything. I broke down, and it's very feasible. Could you do that any other place? Only place I know about is the U.S. And boy, you'd be living in some real crappy conditions and areas. You'd have to move towards the Midwest to get something to where you're only paying. Because in any place in California that I know of, just to go get a 1-bedroom apartment is going to eat up that 1,500 bucks for an apartment. So that's why I'm saying Thailand, man. If you didn't calculate perfectly on your retirement and all that kind of stuff, and you're 60 whatever too, I would take my Social Security. There are people that have done it on YouTube. Is it better to wait till you're 67 or take the money when they're ready to give it to you? You don't know how long you're going to live, and people have done breakdowns on it. You watch on YouTube, but I think taking it then. Come here and try it out, man. Come here for 6 months. I think is a good number. You can get a good deal on the way that everything is relative to everything else. So when you can go someplace and pay $250, $300 for a one-bedroom apartment with an air conditioner and everything else should be in your mind. You can figure you can live on that, work backwards. The internet is cheap. The water bill's cheap. Electric's getting a little expensive. That's why I'm putting in the solar. But I'm on a different deal, but I would do the same thing if I was single and had it just my Social Security, not even my retirements. Uh, I would come and check it out here for sure. I figured to bring 5,000. That's more than enough. I brought 3,000 in the beginning before I married and had a house payment, had a car payment, had a bike payment, and all that kind of stuff. And I couldn't spend it, Joe. And if you look at, I think even James going around and everything and traveling and all that, he has a hard time spending 3,500. So yeah, that's more than you'll need. Like I said, when I first came here, I was a fanatic. I said, okay, because I never budgeted. My whole life, I always made money. I mean, I was doing a bunch of stuff making money besides air conditioning. So, when I got here, I'm going, okay. So I went down and I said, how much do you think that I need for the month? Okay, I'm gonna say, I don't know, 30, whatever it was. And then I broke it down. I went to the bank and got 500s, 100s, 50s, and 20s. And then for each day, I gave myself like 2,000 baht or something. And at the end of the day, I still had 1,000 baht. And I'm going, wow, okay, I don't need this. After I just kept on going and going. Now, even with all the stuff that I have, I bring 30, 32, between 32 and 35 a month in, and I have plenty of dough. Even to travel and stuff. Now, if you're going to go out and travel heavy in flights and 4 or 5 star hotels and stuff like that, you're probably close at $5,000. That's just my opinion in case anybody's going to go. Dave said no. Do you collect your retirement money from? Yes. And a lot of people ask me the Social Security, I've got a Chase bank account that I've had forever, and it costs me. I pay to bring it over here. They charge me about a baht. I pay if the going rate's 34 to the U.S. dollar. They give me 33. They don't charge me any fees or anything, and I've been doing that for 4 years. My Social Security goes into that bank account. My retirement's going into those bank accounts, and it's just real easy. I do it all. I do it all right on my phone, and I do wire transfers, everything sitting on the beach, wherever I'm at. It's real easy to do. You live like a rock star. I agree, Della, for sure. Joe, you be living so he's 6. I tell you, I don't know that much about that, but I'm imagining that's a party, something, or lady boy. I don't know. I'm sure Mark's busted Joe Stump. I don't know that much about it. A lot of people, a lot of the trolls and stuff labor me. Oh, he's a monger from way back. He's been coming here for 60 years, running around chasing women. First time I came here was 2018. So came here for 2 weeks and went back home. This one had passed away and packed up 3 suitcases, actually 2 suitcases and a backpack. And I've been here for almost 5 years now and flew into to Kamala and Phuket. And it's I love it. I mean, gotta love Thailand, right? I love it here. We'll spend about 4 months a year in Thailand, planning on traveling from Bangkok to Italy for holidays next September. Anyone ever flown BKK to Rome? Is there a direct flight? I'd like to know that too. I got a lot of family in Italy. My mom, who recently passed, been wanting me to go there. So you don't even have to do nothing. Just get a plane, go there. They'll feed you. They'll put you. I mean, she says it's almost they won't let you buy. It's amazing. So I want to go. So I'd be interested in that question also. And for Australia, I know there's direct flights from here to my relatives. Like I said, when everybody came from Italy, half of them went to Australia, and half of them came to New York back in the 50s or 40s, whatever it was. So I got a lot of relatives in Australia, and have never been. So I want to go there. I want to go there too. Bar girls every night will train your body. Yeah, yeah. And that's like people ask me all the time, how much money. Well, that 2025 1800 whatever, that's not running around chasing 25-year-old women around the streets and drinking every night. Spending $100 on drinking and another 100 on running after women. No, that's you can have your couple of beers and at home and go out once a week or whatever. It just you just have to watch your dough, but it definitely doesn't take into account any of that extracurricular activity. I have done a few years ago, but the reverse. I'm gathering from Rome to Bangkok, Mark. Question, Dave. I was told the first thing to do in Thailand is to get so. I know what it is, but only because people have told me when I got here. Like I said, man, I was so naive. I knew that Thailand it was kind of wide open, but until that, even when that guy came to when I was in Costa Rica for 8 months back in 2015, even when I met up with a friend of a friend who spent 2 weeks in Costa Rica from Bangkok. He was an older guy. He had a kind of a girlfriend there. So he didn't talk too much about the bar scene. When I got here, like I said, I was kind of jonesing, not for sex, not for anything like that. Like I said, the interaction between a female, just a female of the species. Okay. I was craving that. And the one friend of mine that actually introduced me to Nitnoy, to my wife now, they had a little restaurant. And the gal that was working there, she was 40, I think, or something. And she was working there as a serving coffee and breakfast and whatever. Well, when we went, I asked her, I said, do you want to go to dinner? Sure. She said, okay. So when we went there, me being from the Californian stuff, you'll get my gist when I tell her. I said, so what did you used to do? And she said, I used to work in a bar. And I said, well, what did you do? Were you a greeter, a cocktail waitress? And she, a bartender? She kind of looked at me, with that head tilt. And then I went, oh, okay, okay. And I laughed, and she laughed too. She was a decent gal. Only time I really went out with anybody was then, and then I met Nitnoy. But yeah, I didn't know anything about. People told me about bar fines and paying for this and that. I didn't have a clue. I'm sure if I would have came here when Mitch did, when he was 18, 19 and been coming here forever, I'd have been dead. If I would have come here in my mid 20s with the drugs and the scene that I was in and everything, I'd have been dead in 2 weeks. I would have brought a crap load of money, got off and killed. I would have drove myself into the ground drinking and carousing. That's for sure. I can't find any searching from here. I'll go to travel agency when I'm back in Thailand next month. And you're going to be where did you say? I know you said Bangkok, right? And you're going to do traveling around here. I'd like to meet up and tip a few to you. I can only drink 2 and then I'm done. But I packed up 1 suitcase in Philadelphia and flew to California 44 years ago, and now I hate it. Man, everybody I know that was in California, because of taxes and just California, was it great growing up when I did in the 70s? It was awesome. In the San Fernando Valley, 20 minutes to Malibu. Over in the beach, we had everything, man. Motorcycles, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It was awesome. Now, not so much. All my friends have moved pretty much out of California, Arizona, that kind of thing. But yeah, I no, I'd be in Thailand. Like I said, it's pretty much a no-brainer to me. When I look at it and the cost of living and how much money you would get if you were if you were just on Social Security. I'm talking about people coming from the U.S. It's easy, man. It's there's no place that I know of that I would want to live in California on $2,000 a month. or be able to. Any place that's even fairly decent, like I said, apartment that eats up 2/3 of your money. Now you got to worry about having a phone, having electric, having everything, eating, and here it's easy to do. Let's see, call me Bubbles. What did I miss? Uh, Thai Airways. Okay, I'm guessing there'll be a stopover somewhere. I can look on mine. Let me tell you. Let's see down low. You want to go from Bangkok to Rome, right? Let me just see on my Just Fly app. Let's see what it says. All right, from Bangkok, I don't want to change that. Bangkok to Rome. Let's see. Oh. Hey. Rome, where are you? No, I'm not going to be able to find anything, right? Let's see. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm trying to do this. I will be getting a flight. Land. So you're going to get one on entry, Joe. Got a little time today. My wife has a house in area. We're based there. Yeah, for sure, for sure. When you get here, let me know, and I'm gonna be out, hopefully running around Thailand with that trailer trash Thailand. In case any of you aren't subscribed, um, bumming around Thailand at least once or twice a month for 5 or 6 days. So I'll get around. We'll meet up. I hope for sure. You'll be back in July until September. That's almost perfect. That's when I'll have the pretty much be out and about. So we'll definitely meet up. How come this won't go? It's not giving me anything for Rome. Why? Let's see what happens. Oh, here we go. Okay, Rome. Okay, Rome, Italy. Let's say, when are you talking about? I guess it doesn't matter. Hey, Brock, how's it going? Let's say from August 1st to the 11th, apply, search. Let's see what it says. And you were looking for non-stops, right? I'll see what it says now that I've rambled. Dave, did you have children when in the U.S.? And if so, no, they're probably not. My son has four. I have four grandkids. My daughter's the freewheel. She's 35, I think. God, I'm horrible. And she goes all over. She travels and with her friends and been to Greece, and she might come. My son, I'm hoping that he will at least once. But yeah, I had two children there. Okay, round trip from Bangkok. Mm, wow, 3 stops? Are you serious? 3 stops, 1 stop. No, 3 stops. How come so many stops? Is that why you were asking? Because you've been searching this out. 2 stops. Let me see if I can. I think there's an option in here, filters, to go 1 stop. 1 stop, no stops. Doesn't even give me an option on no stops. So I'm going to say no. One is 900, 900 and 950 bucks. That makes a difference. U.S. dollars. So according to them, anyway, it's looking like there's no um, there's no non-stops. Sorry for the girl. Any questions? You don't have to be sorry for anything, for sure. Um, I pay for what? Cable, lawn service, other stuff. And HOA is a little low. Yeah, that sounds about right for being in the USA. That's why you're coming here, right? That's why I'd be coming here. Uh, Brock, we'll be there for a couple of months. Now, is Brock, are you still here? I think you're back home, right? Not back until, yeah, you're already gone. You'll be back in November. And we got hey, Ron, how you doing? Glad you could make it. But yeah, there any, like I said, people can ask anything they want to. If I don't want to answer it, I won't answer. But I don't think I've run into that yet. And as long as people are, they don't have to love me or agree with me or anything. As long as they're, not nasty about it, they can have them. Everybody's got their own opinions on stuff, right? I know I do. glad you could make it, Ron. I'm wondering how Rob is. I think Rob had some stuff. I told him to kind of stay in touch, but I think yesterday, he had some kind of procedures or something going on. So I hope you're well if you're watching. And it's been over an hour already? Get out of here. Really? Wow, I must really be having fun, boy. It seems like I just started. But I'll show it in case somebody hadn't seen the house in Ubon. They filled up those 2-foot walls, and he said they have to water that down for 5 days and compact it. And in 5 days, they'll form up and put in with their plumbing and whatever else, and the slab will go in. So, which it's going to be big. I don't know. It'll be fun. I'm going to go. It's going to be kind of interesting. When I get the trailer, the first trip on Trailer Trash Thailand, we're going to go there for a weekend, me and Nitnoy, and we'll park it there and be off grid and see how the air conditioners work and how everything goes with the solar and all that kind of stuff. Well, speaking of solar, let's see where we're at. What time is it now? My time, 9:30. We ought to be getting some. We ought to be getting some sun now. Let's see. At least a little bit. And it's still 2,000 watts, but the house is only at 1,837, so we're getting free energy. Let's see, what did Brock ask? I'm sorry, I missed that. Anyone can ask any question. Oh, if it doesn't have the answer, someone will. Some of the answers may be. Yeah, and like I say, even with me, and Brock's right, that's the one good thing about this channel. It's kind of like a little family. Everybody helps everybody out. And if they know something about their visa or anything that they've got, any kind of question, the only thing I would say is take anything, whether it's from me, from anybody on the internet, just check it out. When all you got to do is go to the government sites and punch it and say, oh, okay, they were right, and just verify it for yourself so you don't put yourself in a pickle of any kind. But I'm missing. Anyway, as you know, that's the way it is. And about me, if you want to, like I said, I told some people, if you go to the my YouTube page and you look up that what is it under? God, I'm so bad about that. You'd think that I would be better, but I'm not, of where stuff is. Under the playlists, if you go to the playlists, there's a deal that says from Thai Girl Gift and Joe's channel. That's when they originally did the interview where Joe said you should do YouTube and I said, okay. And knew nothing about it or whatever except for what I watched. But having a ton of fun doing it now, for sure. Pizza or Visa? What happened? But I'm hoping they had Craig's way. If you guys aren't subscribed, he's got to get him up to 1,000. I think you're at what? Almost 700, six something. So if you guys aren't subscribed, I highly recommend it. But I'm hoping to get there on my first long trip with the trailer and visit Ron and whoever's going to be around. Hopefully Jake will be around and that. We'll see. The Leaning Tower of Visa. Do your own research. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, you can get information from any channel. I'm going to say most of the stuff that I feel 95, 99% about, or I probably won't even say anything. But always check it out just to make sure. Especially, like I said, back in the day of the virus and all that, people were, should we still come? Yeah, unless you're going to bring your whole family at that time, and then you might land, you got all 5 people and you test positive and they put you, away and your family's running. Be smart about it. If you're a single guy and coming here or husband and wife, you decide on whether you want to take the shot or not. And I was always in agreement, take the shot, especially once they had the deal that Mitch came in on, was that in Phuket, tested, boom, everything's cool, and you were out running around the island within hours. It was, just be smart about everything. Be smart about running around and meeting people and meeting women if you're a guy, and you're looking for a companion of some sort. Just be smart about it. Like I said, there's a lot of awesome women here, that they in their 40s or whatever that don't care about age. They care about what's in the chest. They want heart. They want to be taken care of. Yeah, sure they do. Does that mean they're gonna let you figure out whether that person loves you or not, or if that's something you need. If you just need a companion and they're they like the living crap out of you, and that's what you want, hey, go for it. Just like I said, just be smart. Yeah, don't if you met them for 10 minutes and they're going, can you give me 3 million baht? I want to build a house. Maybe you need to go on to the next one. And I've said that before. If they're asking right out of the gate, chances are they want one thing and one thing only. And just move on. Like I said, what I found out for me anyway, I met through a friend, and I think that's the best way to do it if you want to meet somebody. Mm-hmm. All right, Joe, take it easy. Have a good one. We're not going to go. I don't know. It's been an hour. I don't hear the cousin out there. I know the solar guy. He's pretty much done, except he's going to go check out there. My wife found these Chinese panels, which some of the ones that I'm looking at for the second system, Longi or whatever the name is, they're real big in Australia. They're China made and they're top tier panels. 25-year warranties, awesome. They're rated up in the top echelons. And but these Chinese panels here that are here in Surin are double-sided. Now, I don't know, is that for a wall? I don't know. But whatever they are, one side has a defect. The other side is perfectly normal, brand new panel. And they're selling them for like less than half price of a regular panel, 550 watt panel. So I'm gonna have them go look at those today and see what the manufacturer they are and all that kind of stuff. Probably not gonna have a warranty, but for half price, I'll probably take a shot in the dark. And if he does like those, then we'll get those and start probably on Monday and get another converter and all that kind of stuff. I really like what he did. He's just kind of starting out in the solar stuff. He knows a lot about it. He's getting good backing from that PSI or whatever, which is here in Thailand. And I'm happy. you know, as long as it's, you know, not costing me. But that 12,000, that's crazy. It's not crazy to me. I spend more than that most of the time in the States anyway. So, Ron, good day. Is Ron leaving too, or no? Oh, he's just saying hi because he just got here. Looking at putting a 160-watt panel on my car. You need A grade panels. They no defect. Yeah, what it is, it's two-sided, and one side has defect. They're both separate, but separate inputs, separate outputs. So it's like two separate panels. So the one has a defect, but the other one is perfectly, perfectly normal or whatever. You know, no defects, no nothing, and they're grade A panels. So, and these ones, I paid for this side. I paid 58, 5,800 baht a panel for grade A panels. The ones, these Longis or whatever they are, they're big in Australia. One of the biggest Chinese, the biggest panels in Australia is what I see on YouTube. I looked a bunch of them, and he's going to give them to me for 38 a panel, and then 18 he wants on it. He'll ship them to me once I pull them off the truck, check all the panels, make sure they're perfect. Then I give them another 20. So if these panels don't work out for 28, then I'll go with these for 38. But they're not defective. Half of them are, but it's like two separate. I don't know. Hope I explained it well enough, bro. Yeah, well, like I said, still grade A panels. Just this particular one, they had a run of them or whatever, and I'm guessing they're making them to make walls and stuff now. I don't know. I don't know the weights. I know nothing about them except that I know that they're grade A panels and they're cheap. So that he's going to go look at them. But like I said, the other one for 10,000 more, and I'm trying to think. Maybe you know the name of it, Brock. Like I said, if you look on, what was it, Longi? Anyway, Longi, Longi or something. They're the biggest manufacturer of panels in China, and supposedly the biggest and the best, according to what I've seen on YouTube, in Australia. So I guess the United States, they're not real happy. We're not happy with China, so we don't import very much from them. Plus all the tariffs and all that shit that's being put on stuff. Do U.S. TV group? Yeah, you can get every channel under the sun for very cheap here. Just have to know the right people. Just get a hold of me and I'll turn you on to the right people if you ever decide to come here. You're getting the half price panels. That works. Yeah, exactly. So they're grade A panels. They're supposedly two together. They're back to back, but they have separate leads. So you would run them in series or whichever way you're going to run them, parallel, whatever you're going to do. One of them has a defect. The other side is perfect. So, like I said, I'm going to let this guy determine whether he thinks they're crap or not. But from what I understand, the run they just had, had a bad run on that one side. And they're mono, which is supposed to be the better. I put mono on this side. Let's see what it's doing now. And I was trying to get batteries. Batteries are expensive. That's the most expensive part of the whole deal. But like I said, the reason I think I was going to run 2 batteries for each system. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 1 battery for the new system and have 400 amp hours of 48 volt and just see how that works out. And then if I have to, I'll buy and add in. But my biggest thing, like I said, if the grid goes down in the afternoon, I'd like at least, most of the stuff's 2-3 hours here, 4 hours. I'd like to have 6-8 hours worth of battery and make sure my pond is running. So let's see. So Dowlow saying we got 3BB internet hooked up last night. The package comes with about 200 channels, 600. Yeah, it's real cheap. Irma, it's all um, everything pretty much here in Thailand is, I shouldn't say cheap, reasonable, reasonable. Purple, yeah, my wife's, I think. I okay, brother. Says, all right. Thanks for dropping in, Ron. I appreciate it. I'm probably not going to go, but another 15 minutes or so anyway, maybe less. We'll see. I think I hear, something out there. I don't want him welding anything without me watching. I am gonna put a top. Also, think I forgot to tell you that on the knockdown house, I'm gonna build a roof. Off that roof, I'm going to put a gutter, and back behind the house, where I've got the door underneath the stairs, there's enough area to put a at least 1,000 liter water tank, and I'm gonna collect rainwater. You let my wife use that. I'm gonna put a little nothing pump on it. You can buy little water pumps here for under 1,000 baht, and stick it out there, and run her a hose and let her water gardens and stuff partially with that water. Um, Water here, like I said, in Surin, we haven't run out of it yet, but the rainy season's coming, so maybe this year we won't. But when they drop that pump down in there, and they got the tanks up there, and the new water pump, I mean, the thing shoots about 30 feet. It's real good, so they're going to be happy with all the stuff, because my mother-in-law and father-in-law did long beans and corn and Thai chili and everything, pumpkin. They grown a lot of stuff, so it's all good stuff. I will let her know that. She's a happy woman today. She knows she's going to eat an abundance of seafood for her birthday, and she knows she's getting an Apple Watch that she's wanted for 5 years. So we'll go and get that today. So yeah, I will. I'll tell her. She's a good one, man. She doesn't really want to come on. Maybe when when I do videos or live streams, and she's with me on the camping stuff, maybe she will. She doesn't think she speaks good enough English. She does fine, but and a lot better since we've been together. Her English has gotten a lot better than my Thai, that's for sure. I'm really embarrassed that my Thai is that bad after 5 years. Let's see. All right, I think maybe I will. How many people? We still got 14 people here. You guys are awesome. I think I'm going to end up, because, let's see, this didn't work. How come? There we go. It's still not showing that much water. Maybe the sun, maybe the cloud covers up. Um, Thank you, Irma. I will tell her. She's a good one, man. I got. If you watch any of my videos, I praise my wife. She's unbelievable. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video or this live stream. I got to go back over here, and let's see. Where am I at? I am. Oh, okay. Where am I? There I am. Okay. Um, Richard from Richard Travels is the one that did the intro and the outro on my live streams. Richard's an awesome guy. Best of luck to you, my friend. Hope everything's going well. So I will. I think I'm going to end the video. I want to thank everybody for watching. Everybody that's subscribed, thank you very much. If you're not subscribed, please think about it. It doesn't cost a dime. You can press that subscribe and ring that little bell, and you haven't spent one thin penny. So I'd appreciate it. But I want to thank everybody. I want to say have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are. We'll do this again in a couple of days, which should be Sunday, I guess. And I will catch you on the next one.